Hold on one second. We about to get to the bottom of this, ladies and gentlemen. This don't make no sense whatsoever. Welcome to the Dark Waters channel, where we explore mysteries, figure out the truth, dive into politics, and anything else you want to know about. That's what we doing over here, baby. Let's go.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The one and only James Williams, Dark Waters back. Hold on. I got to give me some raisins for this. Yeah, I got to give me some popcorn. I can't eat popcorn, but I give me some raisins for this. So, listen. These Democratic mayors, one of them done got arrested. I told y'all yesterday, maybe it was earlier today, but we walk going into the summer of rage. So this man go out here and call themselves protesting ICE. And he got arrested. We're gonna watch the video while I eat me some of these raisins. Because I don't understand what's so important about an illegal alien in you that you go get arrested. But clearly, there's something important about protected illegals that make you want to go get arrested. That's obstructing arrest. That's obstruction. I arrest his ass. Hold on. I'm in the way. Hold on. Oh, they got him. Get the one in the red. Put it in there too. Arrest her. That was juicy. Where the ice and chili? Put on brown shirt. Oh, that was exciting. That was real exciting. Hold on. Oh, man. Let me tell you something. I dropped the raisin. Hold on. I don't drop raisins. Let me tell you something. I want you to understand something. You're a congressman. I'm a congressman. So you're a congresswoman and a mayor. And this clearly is an ICE facility. So you went to the ICE detention facility to act a fool, and you figured wasn't nobody gonna put no hands on you. I'd arrested every last one of y'all ranked devils. Every last one of y'all got arrested just like I'm eating these raisins. See I'm eating this raisin? 1 arrest, 2 arrests, 3 arrests. I'd arrested every last one of y'all for coming out there with that foolishness. And more of them should be arrested. The Congress people should be arrested too. And everybody that was obstructive, all of them need to get arrested. Remember this, why I said it's about Democrat. No one is above the law. Remember this?
Speaker Emerita, Democratic Congresswoman Nancy Pelosi of California. Madam Speaker, it's wonderful to have you on the show this morning. Obviously, we have a lot to talk to you about, especially as it pertains to women's rights and a special day that we're noting today. But I first have to ask you, given our top story, your reaction to former President Trump receiving the target letter as it pertains to January 6th.
It wasn't but a law.
Well, and the fact is no one is above the law.
Uh-huh.
And as the
Thank
Vice President
Nancy.
said,
no one's above the law.
We are going to continue on with some breaking news that we are following. Let's take you out right now to New Jersey, right outside of a ICE detention center. And this is where a protest with Democrats turned a little bit upside down. And for more on this, I do want to bring in our my colleague Andrew Kraft to break it all down for us, who has been following this story. It even involves an arrest of a New Jersey mayor. Andrew.
Well, Andrew, I don't need your opinion on it. I'm trying to see some statements.
For New Jersey, she tweets this: the mayor of Newark, Ras Baraka, committed trespass and ignored multiple warnings from Homeland Security investigations to remove himself from the ICE detention center in Newark, New Jersey this afternoon. He has willingly chosen to disregard the law. That will not stand in this state. He has been taken into custody. All caps, no one is above the law.
Exactly. Y'all ran that no one is above the law for 4 years. No one is above the law. 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 Yeah. Since you want to help the ICE people, we're gonna put you in a cell with some of them. Yeah, you worried about them? Let me put you in detention with MS-13.
Has been taken into custody. Now, what we can't confirm right now, we do not know kind of the status of these two members of Congress, Bonnie Watson-Coleman and Robert Menendez Jr. Looks like Congressman Coleman has tweeted this video saying, we're at Delaney Hall there. You can see we're taking it full. So this is, like DHS says, an evolving situation. Mike, this is of a piece of some of the stories that we have been covering on illegal immigration, on undocumented migration. Mike, you'll remember, just now, about 2 Fridays ago there in Milwaukee.
Shut up. I don't need to hear all that. Let me get a good background. Give me this. Let me tell you something. Your Negroes should have been running over there trying to defend no illegals anyway. Your Negroes ain't gone nowhere to try and do nothing for none of your people. And you want to sit there and fight the cops because they're arresting them over some illegals. Not citizens, illegals. You get what you get. And then you're going to go and tweet, we at the location. Nobody give a damn where you at. It ain't like no army about to come and save you. None of that. Nobody give a damn where y'all at. Then I saw a video of this dude. He was heated. Where he at? Watch this one.
ICE brought to meet the mayor of Newark over 20 armed individuals. 20 armed individuals to confront the mayor of Newark, along with 3 members of Congress.
All right, so we established that her black behind ain't in prison, and he ain't in prison. All of them should have been arrested. His big, long, furry face behind should be arrested, too.
It was an act of intimidation. It was an act of intimidation not just to the mayor, not just to us, but to everyone watching. We know what ICE has been doing in our communities. We know that the president lied, and this administration lies every day when there's...
What they been doing? What they been doing? What they been doing? They've been arresting a whole bunch of gang members. And this is crazy that you're going to go out like this. You're going to go out like this. It's crazy, man.
They're saying they're going after criminals. It is not true. They feel no weight of the law. They feel no restraint on what they should be doing. And that was shown in broad daylight today when they not just arrested the mayor of Newark, but when they put their hands on 2 members of Congress who are standing behind me.
You lucky your poke behind in prison. I would have arrested you. And I would have arrested them. You lucky. I would have arrested your big long chin behind so quick. And I'd have put you in the cell with MS-13. I wouldn't have took the women because I ain't got no place to put the women unless they got some women in there. Then I'd have put them in the cell with MS-13. You so passionate about illegal aliens. Let's see if you're willing to go to prison for them. Yeah, let's see how passionate you are.
But first, we begin with breaking news. Newark Mayor Ras Baraka arrested today during a protest at Delaney Hall. As we say thank you for joining us here at 5, I'm Erin LeBeau.
I'm Corey Chambers here for Kansas. Baraka was
that way got to go,
with
honey.
other members of Congress to inspect the newly opened Immigration Center. Henry Rossoff joins us live in the newsroom with the very latest on this one. Henry.
A rapidly developing situation, so we are working to find out what we can. But as you mentioned, this was both an oversight visit by members of Congress and also a protest of sorts just outside the gate, and Mayor Baraka was trying to join into all of that. You can see some of the pictures and video there of the arrest, but what we can see as we've been working through video posted by those members of Congress and groups that were there and social media is that Baraka went beyond the gate with a clear no trespassing sign and tried to join the Congress members, at least 3 of them, for this authorized tour of the ICE facility. Baraka, by the way, running for governor of New Jersey, and he was apparently told that he could not join the oversight tour as a non-federal official. And then Homeland Security officials, after he left, he complied and went back outside the gate, clearly targeted him for arrest. Acting U.S. Attorney for the District of New Jersey, Elena Haba, a close confidant of President Trump, posted on X, you see it here, saying that Baraka trespassed and ignored multiple warnings from Homeland Security and that no one is above the law. But New Jersey Congresswoman Lamonica McIver, who represents the area where...
That came from the White House. Yep. That's where that came from. I'm telling you right now. Is this story true? Tell you, this story true. What they're saying, if that's how it went down. Let's talk about it real quick. And stop chewing on my razors. If that's true, the homeboy laid up there. I'm a mayor. I'm going to go on the detention facility tour, right? They tell him he can't go. They sitting there arguing with, sir, you can't go. When I'm this, you can't go. The congressmen and women, I'm a congresswoman, he's with me, sir, you can't go. And that's what it looked like the dude was doing when he was tapping them on the arm. Listen, sir, you can't go. Listen, sir, you can't go. Then he probably went outside with the protesters and started getting a little lippy. Yeah. And then somebody said, hey, man, let's call the attorney general. And said, hey, we got a mayor down here that's a little lippy with these congressmen that's acting crazy. Oh, really? What he did? He trespassed. Well, what do you want us to do? Because we can arrest him for trespassing. Then she probably picked up the phone. Donna was like, yeah, what's going on? Looked like we got somebody trespassing on the ICE facility. And Donna said, talk to Tom. They get Tom on the phone. Tom Holman. Yeah. We got somebody trespassing on the ICE facility. I said, they should be arrested, and they will be arrested. No one's above the law. That's how we got there.
This facility gives a very different version of what transpired.
Give me the version.
They then left us still. We're waiting for a visit to come back out here and arrest the mayor who had already left off of their property from behind the gate. What we see here is despicable.
Mayor Ras Baraka opposes the news site, saying the operators did not get proper permits. Well, he's now being held into custody by federal authorities.
All right, Fox 5's Teresa Priolo live in the newsroom with the breaking details. Teresa.
Yeah, so here's what we know at this time, Steve and Natasha. Newark's Mayor Ras Baraka taken into custody around 3 o'clock. He was attempting to tour an ICE detention center in Newark. Here's what we know right now. He was on a tour of Delaney Hall with 3 other members of New Jersey's congressional delegation. Federal officials blocked his entry. We're told that an argument erupted, and Baraka attempted to enter through some sort of side gate. Those on scene say federal agents threw organizers to the ground. You can see him there. He's circled, trying to get through that gate.
I really don't care they threw him to the ground. Shut up. Let me tell you something. You can tell this Negro ain't never been into nothing. You know when you in the hands of the police, no matter what type of police it is, you ain't sitting there, mayor, congressman, black, white, you ain't sitting there trying to fight no police. The easiest thing to do when you're dealing with some police is to cooperate. This is entitlement. This is a black entitlement and white entitlement and retardation and expected entitlement for illegals. Or people got thrown to the ground. You're damn right you got thrown to the ground. What you thought was going to happen? You thought y'all was just going to bum rush the ICE facility? Well, what you thought was going to happen? They threw people to the ground.
and confronting a federal official there. They say that organizers were thrown to the ground. They then handcuffed the mayor and they hauled him off.
Amen.
He's being held in federal custody for trespassing. And we do have a live look at that ICE field office in Newark where he is being held.
You see all these Negroes out here? Right here? Y'all mad? Y'all need to go home. Told y'all they're trying to get this summer arranged. Yeah, all these Negroes need to go home. That's what that tweet was about. We had such and such. You know, you got all these Negroes out here. Y'all supposed to be defending the mayor who's defending a bunch of damn illegals. So now you want to take batons and fire hoses over illegals. I done said this 1,000 times. I'm not standing up for no illegal alien until I watch them get some billy clubs and some fire hoses. So you out here, they got their little crew together, you know, these are activists. We're going to get, now y'all about to go and beef out with ICE over some illegals. Yeah, you're going to beef out with ICE over some illegals. That's dumb, man. People who don't even belong in your nation.
We are told that that is on Frelinghuysen Avenue in Newark. Also, supporters of the mayor have gathered. They are protesting there as we speak, which is the large gathering. You are seeing, of course, some media mixed in as well. They're just waiting for something to happen. But to the best of our knowledge, the mayor is inside of that field office. Now,
that's everybody who got some plug with the mayor. You know that's how that work, right? And I'm going to tell you what else come to mind while we watch this go down. Tom Homan said, remember this? This a couple days ago. Let me pull it up for you. Watch this. This was May 1st. Borders are Tom Homan signals imminent arrest for sanctuary state officials, tells TGP's Cordinson, wait till you see what's coming. I mean, what I said. Remember Tom said this, right? Tom came out and he said, look, basically, wait till you see what's going to happen. They keep playing games with me. I'm Tom Homan. I wanted to get the video of him saying it himself, but it seems like it's gone. This man right here said they was going to start arresting officials. And see, to me, I'm going to keep it 100% with you. To me, Democrats is dumb enough to go run out there to start a fight so they could be the first official arrested by ICE. That, to me, they that dumb. I mean, honestly, to me, they that dumb. To say, okay, they're going to start arresting officials soon. Let me run out here and do something that's going to get me arrested. So I can be in the spotlight. But nonetheless, the arrests need to start. And I'm happy that somebody got arrested. These officials can't believe that they're untouchable and they're above the law. The Democrats are the ones that said no one is above the law. No one is above the law. No one is above the law. Donald Trump is going to be prosecuted. No one's above the law. Well, I mean, coming back on you now, homie, nobody's above the law. I don't know what else you want. But I want to find Tom saying it himself because I like him when he say those crazy things. Watch this. Let me go to X because it's gonna be on X. It's gonna be Tom Homan. Now they want to storm, and see, this is what happens when the stuff get out of hand. Now it's being framed that they stormed the ICE facility. I don't think that's what happened. The hell is that? No, that can't be nobody. Yeah, this is what I was talking about the other day about the narrative that's leading up into, what do you call it? To the summer of rage. It's being framed as black fatigue, which, I mean, quite frankly, shit. You can't get mad at people being tired of this kind of foolishness. You just can't. But it's being highlighted for a reason. All right, let me get back to Tom Homan. They ain't playing with y'all out here in these streets, man. Hold on, I didn't mean to go with this, but let me see.
Stop, ma'am! Stop! Stop! Definitely a chaotic scene on Eureka Street Thursday as Worcester police and ICE agents detained a mother and her 16-year-old daughter. That girl's face slammed into the ground as she was taken into custody. They have not been identified. Worcester police said officers were dispatched to the area for a report of a federal agent surrounded by about 24 people. When police arrived, they say the teen daughter was holding a newborn baby in her arms and standing in front of the ICE vehicle that was trying to leave with their mother inside. Officers told her she was endangering the baby, so she handed the newborn to a relative, but police allege as the ICE vehicle drove away, she ran after it and kicked the side of it. She was arrested and charged with reckless endangerment of a child, disturbing the peace, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. Also arrested was Ashley Spring of Worcester, who police said pushed multiple officers and threw an unknown liquid substance on them as they tried to arrest the teen.
Hey, man, I ain't got no problem with none of that. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I ain't got no problem with none of this. It's going to sound harsh. It's going to sound mean. But see her right there, the one that decided she going to defend her, that's going to obstruct, she need to be arrested. I'm just telling you. You ain't going to have no problem out of James Williams if you an arrested an illegal alien. I'm not finna be like, leave him alone. No, stop. No. Oh my God. No. Ain't none of my damn business. And see, this is a cultural thing that white folk ain't learned yet. I'm gonna keep it real. Y'all ain't learned how to mind y'all business, liberal white people. That ain't none of your damn business. If I see ICE chasing somebody, I might just trip them. But I ain't finna run out and fight ICE over somebody else. That ain't none of my damn. Y'all about to learn some cultural lessons that y'all ain't never learned. It ain't your damn business. And it's all these Karens up in everybody else's business. Because y'all a bunch of damn Jezebels. In everybody's business. So she get arrested. And then the news media is like, the girl got slammed her in her face. Yeah, that's what happened when you get arrested. Especially when you resist arrest. It's real easy. They coming to get you. Be like, hey, man, hey, get 2 pairs of handcuffs. And let's do it behind the back and go about my business. You ain't about to change the situation like that. All you're going to do is make the situation worse.
Spring faces several charges, including assault and battery of a police officer. We spoke with Spring moments before she was taken away.
ICE was here, the community gathered. We found out that they didn't have a warrant. They didn't have not just a judicial warrant, they didn't have a warrant at all. They wouldn't present it. And the community decided that these women were free to go, and the women decided to go and exercise their right to.
The community decided they was free to go. Oh, yeah, she need to be put under the jail. See, I told y'all, these liberal white women, I'm sorry. If you're a liberal white woman, you happen to see this, I'm just telling y'all done lost y'all damn mind. If you're a regular white woman, you ain't too liberal, then you know I'm telling you the truth, y'all done lost y'all mind. Who are you? It ain't none of your damn business. Quite frankly. It ain't none of your business. It just ain't your business, man.
Leave because they were not being detained. At that point, the police continued to try to brutalize them, to rip the baby out of the mother's arms, 4-week-old baby, it looks like, and the community tried to intervene and help them.
The city manager of Worcester said in a statement, the series of events was no doubt disturbing and the footage of a family being separated is harrowing. He insists that Worcester police were not assisting with the ICE detainment, but they were called in to try to de-escalate a chaotic situation.
And I told y'all we was going to get to the point to where the narrative's going to change. So they're separating families. And this is where you got to have some balls. They're separating families. Here we come. We're about to get into this phase. I told y'all, the heart of America is going to be tested when they start claiming they're separating families. They're doing this. Well, my heart ain't about to be tested. I'm tell you right now. I done paid enough tickets, but had enough real harassment by police, not this fake perceived harassment by police, to understand that, look, you ain't got to worry about, by the way, those black police. You ain't got to worry about me getting in nobody's business. I don't care. And if I'm you, I'm sitting there clapping, saying bravo, bravo, because we need law and order. Law and order was in the 90s, law and order was paramount. You had a expired brake tag. They pulling you over, writing your ticket, trying to run your driver's license. No, y'all gonna get some of this law and order too. Y'all gonna get some of this law and order too. And that's how I feel about it. You don't want that law and order, then leave. But you need to get you some of this law and order.